Unfortunately, our culture, when you see men on TV, when you see men portrayed, it's grunting or like this dumb masculinity that we don't really know what to do or say. But in reality, though, men aren't like that. Men feel very, very, very deeply. They feel so deeply that I believe that they actually get overwhelmed by those feelings. And so many times those things come out sideways, if you will. It's hard for men to express anger in a healthy way. What I help people do from an emotionally focused perspective is to really understand their emotions and what their emotions are telling them, emotions as information, right? So we don't make our choices only based on emotion. We make our choices informed by emotion, right? So a healthy choice is going to be informed by our emotions, by our thoughts, and then obviously our behaviors. If we just make choices based on thinking and behaving, we usually have problems. Because most times what we're thinking and we're not aware of what we're feeling, our behaviors are going to be usually to avoid feeling something, okay? And that just makes a muck of things. Because if I try not to feel angry, or I try not to feel sad, or I try not to feel depressed, and so I do all sorts of things to not feel these things, I'm just denying about the reality that I am feeling those things. And that just makes the depression, the sadness, or the anger even worse. So emotionally focused, like we understand those things, we just go into those emotions. So with a man who's dealing with anger, one of the first things I always say, hey, when we feel angry, what does that mean to you? How do you understand it? What is your interpretation of that? Where do you feel it? Get in touch with his body and the body's response with anger. An alternative interpretation is, I feel angry, so there's a boundary that's been crossed. My boundary, not another, but my boundary. So then we have to really look at what are our personal boundaries, what are our personal values, what are our personal beliefs about me, about others, about how I'm supposed to be treated. And then many times, honestly, what usually happens is we realize sometimes it's not even our responsibility. I can't make someone feel something. Many times we get thinking that we have to make someone, it's our responsibility to make someone feel something. And then when they're not happening in it, or they're not happy, or it's not working, we get angry and frustrated with them. And so just that reality, hey, that's not my responsibility, just soothes that anger, soothes those beliefs, and really frees things up.